Hello guys, so the a-ha album journey saga continues, and I have arrived at Stay on These Roads, excited to get into it as always. However, most of this album will just be a re-listen for me because I've already reacted to 6 out of 10 of the songs. I'm just going to enjoy this listen, and of course I'm eager to hear the 4 tracks that are new to me. If you'd like to see the full-length version of this video, you can do so on my Patreon, which is linked in the description. Alright, Stay on These Roads, which I've heard. This song is just an ongoing dreamscape.
Talks to me, stillborn by choice, but it has a need to hold. Stay on these roads, we shall meet. I know. Stay on, my love. I know. So stay
I'm actually impressed by how they were able to make the outro even bigger than every other part of the song, because it's a very loud song to begin with, but that's the beauty of some well-chosen instrumentation. Also, I got a sense of hopefulness from the lyrics, which I never really picked up on before, and are heading straight into the blood that moves the body. Love this song. Love this song so much.
alright. My love, won't you come back to our love? You know I'll react to my pain. Fade as the juice for that love that moves my body. Covers the my love, won't you come back to our love? You know I'll react to that love that moves our bodies now.
In that song, Morten just told us that the blood that once moved his body now covers the ground, which would make him a zombie at that point. And I'm thinking that's what he was trying to get across in the Velvet music video. He was telling us about the Velvet music video in the late 80s. Who would have thought? Obviously, I'm joking. I have no idea why that just crossed my mind. Anywho, love the song. It's so sensual and jazzy, but also chilling. I mean, lyrically, but some parts of the instrumentation as well. And next up, Touchy. Another one of my favorites that I've obviously heard.
I'm touchy, touchy, touchy you. I'm touchy, know what to do. Both of us together in a room ourselves. Just need to look around, there's no escape. Touchy you, I'm touchy, know what to do. I'm touchy, touchy.
Love those gang vocals they added for this chorus. I'm sure they probably find the lyrics of that song to be a bit silly now, but I don't mind it at all. It's a super lighthearted song, and I remember the music video being quite fun as well. And that chorus, especially the last one with the extended outro, is just begging for people to get out on the dance floor. And dare I say, get touchy. Well, consensually touchy, Alright, next up, This Alone Is Love. Have not heard this one. Oh, hello.
Who are traveling by tractors? Our souls are a myriad of wars, and I'm losing everyone. It will make my last breath pass out that door.
Oh my gosh. The transitions on this track are spectacular. This Alone Is Love, huh? Well, that alone is a masterpiece. That was one of the most beautiful fusions of synth pop and R&B I've ever heard. Obviously Morten with the unbelievably smooth, seductive vocals blew me away, and that track was also great lyrically. I mean, talk about passion. It felt straight out of a romance novel. And don't even get me started on that frickin' key change. My heart. Oh, okay. Next up, Hurry Home. Also a new track for me.
Why did I waste away the only good thing left to save me? Hurry home,
That's a great question.
train running. Hey, for once in my life now, no more running. It's doing right. No more running. I'm doing right, no more running. Oh, I'm doing right.
This track reminds me a bit of the first album in terms of the instrumentation.
No more running. She all alone. She got no money. Why should I go and hide the only true thing left inside me?
That track was extremely lighthearted, and as you could see, I was moving and grooving the entire time. The background vocals were a standout part of that track for me. The harmonies were so tight and they were so rhythmic. Also, I've noticed this album is a lot more upbeat and positive compared to Scoundrel Days, so I'm wondering if they wanted to do something much more lighthearted since they went so dark on the previous album. I feel like that's reasonable, but who knows? Alright, The Living Daylights, which I have, of course, heard.
Save the darkness, let it never fade away. The living daylights.
I will never get over how seamlessly they transition into the chorus of the song.
I've been waiting long for one of us to say, save the darkness,
That song has multiple examples of Morton manipulating his vocals in very interesting ways and playing around with the dynamics of his voice. I mean, sometimes he purposely doesn't enunciate everything properly, and for me, it always works within the context of the song. I just admire him as a vocalist for not being afraid to experiment in that way. Of course, I like to listen to the extended version, but any version of The Living Daylights is fine by me. Next up, There's Never a Forever Thing, which I've heard. I definitely felt the need to close my eyes and drift off to sleep. And not in a bad way. It's just that song is a frickin' lullaby. The outro gave me chills again. How did that song feel simultaneously somber and romantic? I don't know. But next up, we have Out of the Blue Comes Green. This is a new track for me.
Time's frozen flame seem to linger in the rain, holding me only like a river I'm flowing. All that blue comes green. Your love is so renewing, and I know I'm losing. It's part of life, you can't choose it, yeah. And like a river I'm flowing, I need something to chain me down. Don't matter. And I've seen.
So, two things. One, that outro was so soothing. I was fighting the urge to close my eyes and drift off once again. And two, I'm very intrigued by that song lyrically. It's once again another song with a very positive outlook, while still acknowledging someone going through a mental struggle. But what I'm curious about is whether the song is personal to any of the guys, or if it was just a character and the song was written from a storytelling perspective. Either way, very beautiful and powerful song. Next up, You Are the One, which I have heard. I also remember the music video for this song. Nice to have something a little more upbeat after the last track.
Who had done me? Guess you knew from the start. Don't even care, don't care how I feel. I do love you any way you want me to.
in my mind, You Are the One is the perfect B-side to Touchy because they're both just very lighthearted, straightforward songs. But they don't fall flat for that reason. They serve a purpose in getting people in a good mood and wanting to dance, perhaps. But also, the musicianship and the vocals are still there. And with that, we've reached the final track, You'll End Up Crying. I hope not, but okay. Whoa.
Now you're out climbing, taking it all. You end up crying with your mother's eyes. Now you're out climbing, climbing to fall. You end up crying with your mother's eyes. Something is lost from the start.
Okay, was it just me, or did that track feel quite ominous? But lyrically, I took it as them talking about growing into adulthood, having your mother there to protect you as a child, but eventually crying with her eyes once you're experiencing the things that she has experienced. But I could be way off. That's just what I got from it. That aside, I'm honestly not sure how I feel about that track. I'm paying even more attention to it because it's a closer and I'm trying to work out what may have been going through their heads at the time. I wish it was a bit longer. I'll have to give it a few more listens to figure out what I think of it. But my goodness, did I have fun listening to this album. To be fair, I will be shocked the day I do not have lots of fun listening to an a-ha album. Again, I loved how optimistic this album was overall, especially after the darkness of Scoundrel days. Having those two albums back to back also shows just how versatile they can be lyrically. And as for my favorites, I'm not going to waste my time listing them out because it's tracks 1 through 9. And my current top 3 would have to be The Blood That Moves the Body, This Alone Is Love, and There's Never a Forever Thing. And Stay on These Roads gets an honorable mention. Guys, let me know your thoughts on this album and your top 3. And also any memories you have to share involving this album. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!